That's so great.
And then we did a spoof on James Bond, and Woz.
Here's the one where he's fishing. I love this on the pier. So that's all green screen. So
Yep.
everything he did was on green screen, and then you just see. I think he did a good job with the green screen. And he's a good, you know what? He's a good actor.
He's he's very emotive. I mean,
I was
he
kind of
smiles
surprised.
and he loved it. At 3:00, Leo, when he was done, we said, we've got everything you need. You can hang out, and he hung out until 5. He was answering questions. So he treated everyone as though they were the most important person in the room. Someone asked him, you won't believe it. They said, "Why did you ever switch from XP to Vista? I was perfectly happy." I'm
thought it
not
was Bill
kidding.
Gates? Who did he think?
And he looked him in the eye and didn't laugh, and he spent 10 minutes explaining the divergence of Apple's philosophy and Microsoft.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
And he just
isn't that interesting?
He was an
he is into
exceptional
it. You know, I've been on a
man.
cruise with him a couple of times. I've spent a lot of time with him on those boats. And you're right. I mean, this is what you see is what you get. That really is the real Woz, and he is a hell of a guy. I really enjoy him.
And brilliant. I mean, he wrote the original Apple Macintosh operating system by hand and then translate. Of course, he had to write it by hand and then translated it into binary code
he
by
did it,
hand.
yeah.
And he's got it all
the Apple
handwritten.
II. That's right. The Apple II. Yeah. So I want to see. So where is some of these other ones that we can see?
Well,
the
if
work
you go to the
parts?
top,
I'm at the very top here. This
Okay,
is the more webisodes.
okay,
Right?
and that's where
This
it
is
should
where they
be.
all
if they
are,
told
huh?
There's
There's a whole bunch of them on here, huh? There's the iPod spoof, which is,
No, I
by the way,
don't.
you did a great
You
job
know what?
with that.
I'll tell you, your cache. If you must have the old website cached.
You're
Bec-
kidding.
I mean, because I just got off the phone with Tom, and he told me
Let's
that
do a
this
hard
was-
refresh. We're doing a hard
Because
refresh.
you'll get to see the couple
You're
new
right.
ones.
You know what? You're right. That was-
Tom, you're the man.
Tom's smart. You're right. I did. I had to do a hard refresh to get that. Okay. And now it's going to load up the green screen contest. It's
And then
loading right
there's
now.
if you click on after this, that middle bar, after you look at a couple, it provides all the raw material, and
So you got all the clips on green.
on green screen, high resolution. You can download it from Motion
Oh,
Box.
here's the angel. So he did an angel and a devil. Oh, that is
Wait,
so
listen to it, yeah.
funny.
Oh, it was awesome.
Oh, that is so funny. So that's the first contest. It's going to be angel,
Angel Devil, which is a little difficult because you have to resize the angel and devil and have them sitting on my shoulder. I'm sitting there at my closet trying to decide, do I go with the jacket or the vest? And he's just abusing me, don't be a sissy, go with the jacket. And then the angel says, your mother always told you how practical a vest was. And then we have a scene where
Oh,
he
here
goes,
Here it is. So he's on your shoulder. That's so cute.
he was awesome.
Oh, and he's on Flyer.
Mother always told you how practical.
He is a very good actor. He has a future, and he just did that out of the goodness of his heart.
He
just
wouldn't
said,
take
"I'll
a
do-"
nickel.
That's amazing.
I forced a few jackets on him, and he is awesome. I want to grow up to be like Woz.
Yeah, he is a benefactor now to the community, and a major important part of it now. Yeah. So I can go here, read the script, download the green
And you
screen
can-
footage.
you can-
What form is the green screen footage in? I don't.
I'm not sure. You
Let me
can
check.
download it
I
as
will see.
.mov if you want.
It's from Motion Box. That's where you're doing this.
right
Okay.
because they
So they
allow
have the
high
whole
res.
system. They have the whole system, and then you can see all the green screen. I get it.
And you
I
can
get it.
rewrite the script. Don't feel limited by what we've done. If you've come up with a better idea and you want, and I'll even offer someone email saying, Scott, why don't you jump up and down and do this? I'll get in front of a green screen and do it. If enough, I'm not going to do it for everyone who asks, but
Right. This
I'll
is
do-
great.
So it's just trying to have some fun with it, and you can combine. And every week we're going to add a few more scenes from the green screen. He even came in with his Segway, Leo, and he stops. He goes in the Segway in the
He's a
middle and
character.
looks at the camera and says, "This is the Segway," and then he goes off. And the intent is that piece will be the Segway between one piece and another.
Oh wow.
So
So here's the deal. You also putting up stills, everything you got, every bit of the assets. Create something simple. Download the footage you need to remix. Do not feel limited to use only the materials provided. Do your thing. You got to refer to Scotty Vest in the video.
be nice.
A blooper isn't so bad either. Post the finished product as a video. Link to it in a comment. If you post something offensive or in poor taste, every electronic device you touch will stop working forever. Seriously, Woz has the power. I like it. Now, maybe I can get Woz to do that for me as well. If you, let's see, we have the right to use any materials you submit, and we're serious about not posting anything offensive. Scott's a final arbiter in what's posted, what's rejected, and what wins. He's a cool guy with a loose sense of humor. I think we know that about you already. And so push the envelope, but don't cross the line, is what you say. Send in entries as often as you like. Winners will be announced weekly. The work will be featured on the Scotty Vest site, in the Scotty Vest podcast, and elsewhere. We'll feature it here. And your video needs to be the best, the funniest, the coolest. That's how you win. Videos will be shown and distributed to our network of fans and bloggers. And your 15 minutes of fame is your reward. I think that's great. I think that'll be really fun.
And we actually, George Pierre, our Twitter, put up an I Show You screen sharing showing how you download the old iMovie 6 and the various plugins.
So you can use the free iMovie if you've got a Mac. Yep. Or, you could also use Windows Movie Maker if you're stuck with Windows. You don't have.
Does Windows have a green screen remover in Movie Maker?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
But it's just
You can do it on the Mac.
we just want to do Steve right. And, I really felt like some of the episodes that my editor did just weren't funny.
I'm sure Steve's all behind this. He loves this idea, I'm sure.
Well,
What's your handle on Twitter?
Scotty Vest.
That's a big thing right now, isn't it? Companies really are getting people. I think Tony Hsieh at Zappos really showed the way on this one.
Is that right?
Yeah, his presence on there, and he gives stuff away, and he responds to customers. Now Comcast is on there. A lot of businesses are on there.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think you're smart to be there. Scotty Vest on Twitter. And who are the other guys on Twitter? Should we plug them too? Or? Don't plug them. Just plug Scott E. Vest. Don't give him a plug. So there is Scott E. Vest.
I am going to plug George. George with a J in Canada. George Pierre. He discovered us through you, and he's been one of the a super Scotty Vest fan and very helpful.
It looks like he's the one posting here then. So these are all. Are you doing these, or is he doing this? It looks like these are all feeds. Yeah, these are all feeds from Blip TV, I think. Yeah, that's what these are. So you'll be able to watch.
That's on Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter. Okay, I thought you meant Twit, but yes.
On Twitter, your Scotty Vest. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Well, Scott, it's been I think your first appearance on the Screensavers was
we have known
2000 maybe.
No, it's 2000.
When did you start?
I started in December of 2000. Came up with the idea, incorporated.
Then.
So 2001.
We started doing geek fashion shows with your stuff. There was nothing else. It had to all be Scotty Vest. You were the only one making this stuff.
I still am for the most part.
Are you really? There's nothing else.
There is nothing else.
But it's a good business for you, I would imagine, because
it's hard work. But it is a good business. Our ultimate goal is to license the technology, because we have patents for the incorporation of wires in clothing and under the brand
So
name.
the pan is patented?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're smart.
And there's a lot of people.
So contact Scott if you want to license this thing, and he's a lawyer, so you better contact him. He knows Woz.
And by the way, you guys have any issues when you order Scotty Vest products? Just send us an email directly at sales@scottywest.com.
It doesn't happen much. I've got one email in the last 6 months. I sent it to you. You immediately responded.
So
and so that's really good. Yeah.
We love the Twitter community. I love gadgets. I'm not just a fashion designer or a lawyer. At my core, I love gadgets, and that's why I designed this.
Somebody gave me a good suggestion. We're going to move on and do Maxwell's House in just a second, but I want to tell you we're doing a promo thing. I decided to do I'm taking off after you, a parody of the I'm a PC commercials that Microsoft's doing, and I'm getting famous people to say into the camera, I'm a twit. Would you do that for me?
I would love it.
All right, so that's your camera there. Let me start the recorder again so that we get a clean one. This is going to be Scott.
So what is it? What's my line? What's my cue?
Three things, okay?
All right.
First, you're going to say, let me get the recorder going. First, you're going to say, just say I'm a twit. Wait a minute. Let me pull that down. Go ahead.
I'm a twit.
Or I'm a twit.
I'm a twit. I'm a twit.
Perfect. And then say, I'm Scott Jordan, and I'm a twit.
I'm Scott Jordan, and I'm a twit.
You could say, I'm Scott Jordan, and I'm a well-dressed twit.
I'm Scott Jordan, CEO. I'm Scott Jordan, CEO and founder of Scotty Vest, and I'm a well-dressed twit.
Excellent. Beauty. We got it. That's a keeper. That's great. So I'm going to get everybody who comes in here. I wish I'd been doing this all along, but everybody who comes in here to say that, and then we'll put a promo together.
And you know what? They can utilize those in the Woz stuff.
There you
There is
go.
no limit to
Absolutely.
the content. If they think it's funny, and
Absolutely.
bring it in.
And on Sunday we got John Hodgman on the show, who's the PC on the Mac ads. So it's
Ooh.
gonna kick off with John Hodgman saying, "Hello, I'm a twit." And then we'll go from that.
I
Won't
love
that be
it.
fun?
I love
Scott,
it.
great to see you. Thank you for all the great gear
Thank
you make. I
you.
really appreciate it. It's been a great pleasure to be associated with you for 8 years now. And I just keep up the good work. We're glad somebody's making stuff for geeks.
Well, I appreciate it.
ScottEvest.com/TwitLive if you want to see all the Twit gear. There is a coupon code. It's
Twit Live,
Okay.
yes.
And that's 20%?
Off anything on the website.
Love that. Thank you for doing that. We really appreciate
Wow,
it.
we appreciate the
And
referral.
we're going to come back in just a sec with Maxwell's house. But let me see Scott out before we.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Scott. It's great to see you. We're still on. I mean, I don't turn off.